start with the session, and I can just see it's the Kishore has he was facing some issue with the detail that we have it. And I also believe, team, you other two people, they have received the documentation and for introduction to mastery and the yesterday's recording which I've shared it. So if you can just quickly confirm to me, that okay, Shiv is saying yes, that Shiv has received.
Ashish, I've received some mails, but I'm just looking at it, the content, etc.
Okay, fine.
I've
So
received two mails. One is
yes,
a folder sharing on G Drive, other is a video.
yes, the video which is of yesterday's recording, which I've shared it with you, and the folder which I've shared with you, that it has a whole consolidated information that will be about your um, this information will be about your introduction to mastery. So you will see this whole folder which I have it here, and this one it's like I've shared whole this folder, and inside this one you will have all these documentation which you are seeing it on my screen. And then also you should go through at least one stream, you should go through all the documentation. And then apart from this you seeing it's like an introduction to mastery, that which we have it here. If you further click into your this section, you will have the module wise all these detail. And these all module which is mentioned into module 1 to module 5, this all are part of your introduction to mastery. So now, practically, team, it will be impossible for me to go ahead and to to read all these documentation for you. So in that case, what you people can do, you can go ahead and read all those documentation, and if you face any question, you can always come back to me. And since you people have opted for the technical thing, so and we're going to do all the technical session that we into the system that we're going to do that. Okay. Now, let's go ahead into the session, and I hope even Kishore has also joined back. So he is from the caller 03, and I still not sure it's like whether he is able to hear or not. But let's go ahead with the session, team. So yesterday we were creating your manage homepage, and in this case, okay, now team, in this case, by any chance, like for example, we are a team of three people here. So in this case, is if somebody maybe on some particular day happens to face any login issue or something, or so in that case, you always have the recorded version, which will be available to you within 24 hours time, which you can always play, and you can have a see those recorded video. So yesterday we started with your manage homepage, and in manage homepage we were doing, which ID is this? Let me, yeah, no, let me log in into my different ID, team. So we going to go, so since we have a demo system which is there into your this section, so I'll click into your this detail, and the demo that we going to use it for your batch, which is your this demo section that we have it here. And if you enter into your this detail, and followed by which I will enter my credential, and then I will enter my password here, and moment I press enter, it's going to take me inside this system. It's going to take me to my home page. So we started yesterday with your creating your home page, and in this, okay, so in this home page we have created this happy Eid, and you can see it's like all these happy Eid and everything which is coming into your this section that we have it here. And in this team, so yesterday we have seen it's like in how we can change your this text and everything, and if you want how you can change a particular image and everything, how you can go ahead and do all these detail. Today what I am going to do, now if you I'm not sure about this Eid, but a team, any Indian festival, especially the Hindu festival that we have it here, if you remember that basically it is followed with some panchang, that we have it in. And so in that case, they refer to those panchang, they always have some auspicious time, and on which there's some prayer which actually happens, right? So I'm just looking for some hyperlink. So here, what I'm going to do, I'm also going to create a hyperlink into my this box that we have it here. So let me look for if there is anything which is for the either timing, something which is there. So timing for 2018. Okay, now I'm sure they will not have anything. What is this? This is time and date. Time and date. Okay, let's look at this time and date for Eid. So here, if I come across into something, what is this? Okay, this is all showing as a date. No, there's no time in this. Okay, forget about this. Which is coming into your this section. Let's just see the another one. When is Eid on the date and Eid? Okay, this is all showing. I don't think so. Muslim has such kind. But let's suppose if we want to see for any Hindu festival, which is your Makar Sankranti. Makar Sankranti, if I look at for 2018, though it has passed, but here you can see your Panchang, which has come here, and they're going to give you the exact date and timing, that which will be, which you should actually do your puja and everything. I think they have removed this from here. So because that has actually passed, here, they have actually removed. And I think even they have also changed the screen also. Because this screen is something which is very different. So far, that batches which I have taken up here, I used to take it from Panchang only, but this screen is very different. Let's take it here. Oh, sorry, here. Okay, they have listed down all these holidays. So if I click into your Makar Sankranti, then I believe your time and date, is going to show into your this. Oh my God, this is another change what they have it. 14th is a Makar Sankranti, right? This is Pradosh. Okay, I don't know what all these things it means actually. Okay, team, I think there's a lot of change has happened in the Panchang. So if I look at, hold on, Makar Sankranti time, time and date, Makar Sankranti, Dirik Panchang. I think this is the one that we have it. This is for 2019. Let's see anything which shows to me here for 2000. Yeah. Now this is what actually I was talking about. So here you can see it's like they mentioned to you all these date and timing that we have it here. Though we have created here as a Eid, but what I'm going to do, I am going to link your this hyperlink into this, or maybe let me even change the picture also. Instead of taking as a Eid, let me make it as a Makar Sankranti picture. So here I'll take it here into your this section and I will put it here as an image. So let's see which image which is coming. So
Ashish, I think we can link anything, and
yes, you can link
once,
anything. Yes, you can link anything.
yeah,
Because that I do not want other people to get confused with the picture and the
yeah,
hyperlink. So there are at times, because when you learn something, when you are at the initial stage of something, it's like, when you see two things are not matching, people they tends to get very confused, why have you have done like something like this. So that's the reason, instead of, because we tried searching for Eid, it wasn't showing up anything. So I'm going to make it here as a Makar Sankranti only. So this is, I think I'll go ahead with this picture. This looks to me good. It has all the kite flying and your food and everything, whatever they have it here. So I'll go ahead with this image that we have it here. And now I will change your this text and everything that we have it here. So here I'll come into your this section and I will come here and make it here as a happy Makar Sankranti. Makar Sankranti 2018. Date, I will take it into the same date. Though the date which happens in month of January, but I will still keep it into the same date that we have it here. And then instead of your this section, I will copy your this detail that we have it here, which is your this detail and happy Makar Sankranti. You can give whatever description that you want to do that here, team. And so here I'm going to remove my this picture. Happy Okay, let me just type here as a Makar Sankranti 2018, right? And this all Hindu detail, which is there with the that yellow color, right? Because that's what we consider to be as a right. So let's do that here. Okay, now here into your this, and I'm going to add my picture. Let me see my picture. This is my picture here, which I have it here, and I'm going to upload it again. So here you have it your this section team, you have it your image, and so in this case, if you have it a URL, you can go ahead and do that. Now this section you can see it is your link up which is coming up here. So if you have anything into your link, which you want to do that here, you can select it. I'm going to select it from my desktop, the picture which I have it here, which is for your, where's the picture gone here? So here I have this picture. I will send this picture to my server. The moment you send this picture to your server, it automatically it will take up the create the URL for you. So here yesterday we have seen the 301 was a perfect fit into your this section, right? So this is also perfect fit, and I'll go ahead and save this. So here this is okay with me, and I will go ahead and save this. So you will see all these image and everything, it will change here. So if I preview this section, you can see how it has changed. Now what I'm going to do in the same this detail, I am going to add my hyperlink. So this is a hyperlink which I wanted here, which is for 2018. And I'm going to add this hyperlink. So normally in a company, it's like, when people, they are so busy and everything, and when they want to check it out, what is a special timing and everything. So they will have to log in into their system, and they will have to see, it's like, if they want to offer a puja, what time to do that here. So what your organization is doing, it they are already giving you the hyperlink. So anybody who's interested into this, they can always go ahead and click those hyperlink. So for hyperlink team, you can see here there is this particular link section which is coming up here, and in this link section, we're going to see all these detail that we have it here. And this is for your 2018. And then here if I come into your this section, so I'm going to click on this hyperlink, and in this hyperlink it is asking me to provide this link. Now I'm just going to copy this link which I have it here, and copy this, and I'm going to paste your this link which is there into your URL. Then here it is asking you what is the target. So target, it is like, do you want to open up a, see, when you click into the hyperlink, you want to open up into the new window, or you want this to be done into the same screen that you are logged on. So I'm going to take it as a new window, so that it should not disturb my new link, the same window which I have it here. This is the advanced section. So here you can set up your ID, name, and your any other detail that you have it here. But target is perfectly fine to me. That's what I just want into the new link which I have it here. So here if I click into your OK, you will see that your hyperlink it has taken up here. Now if I go ahead and save this detail, okay, now it's not asking me to save this section. So hopefully I believe that it has already saved it. And then let me come here into my home page, and let me see if my hyperlink is coming into your this section. So no, it has not saved it, right? There was no save option also coming into that section. So if I click here, yeah, it has removed this when I knew that it was something which was. So if I click your this section, and if I click here into the new window, and if I click this OK, why not this save option coming into your this section? Okay, is it because I am selecting from that particular editing from there? Maybe let me select it from the company setting team. So if I select it from the company setting, and in this company setting, if I come here into manage home page, and into your manage home page, if I come here into your this section, which is your happy Makar Sankranti, and if I click on edit, so in your click on edit, if I select your this section, and if I edit this here, and if I select this target as a new window, and if I go ahead with this, but here also the same thing. Okay, now team, this is something which is very strange, which is happening, which has never happened before. Okay, I am really not sure, why this save option is not coming up here. And this, you can see your hyperlink, it is coming up here, but then it is not saving you this section, right? Because this is, I'm not sure, this is the first time which I am seeing, that it is actually happening like this. Keep spacing around the tile content, but if I move this here, then save option. Okay, let's remove this picture. I think in that case, save option is going to come. So, but ideally, this is not the case, team. I mean, whenever you will add your hyperlink, automatically your save option is going to come here. So here you can see if I move it back, again, the save option has taken up here. If I go ahead and save this, so my save has happened. And if I preview this, let me preview this, what it is coming. Yeah, everything is fine. So now if I come here into my home page, and into your home page, you will see your this tile which is coming up here, and you can see your this detail. And let me close this my link which I have it here. So here you can see all these detail. You can see it's like, the message from the board of director or from the MD, which is coming into your this section, team, which wish everybody happy Makar Sankranti. And then you can see there is a hyperlink which is coming up here. So if I click on this hyperlink, you can see it has opened into the new screen, and you can see all your date and everything, and you can go ahead and read all these section and detail that we have it here. Then apart from this, team, you can also see your picture has taken up into a bit different way, right? Because here you can see it's still not showing as a complete picture, so you will have to keep on adjusting with the picture. I have already shown you how you can adjust your picture, so I'm not spending further time into your this detail, but since you already know all your this section, let's see some of the more detail that we have it into your happy Makar Sankranti. Now let's assume that I have shared all these detail with with all three of you. So out of this, let's assume that Siddharth does not want to see this, this particular box. So, so in this case, what he will do, you can see this tile browser, right? So you can see it's like an add and remove tile. So if you click into your this section, and here you can see it's like, I have added this happy Makar Sankranti. If you remove, you can see this box in, not a box, team. You can see this button which is coming as a remove section. If you click on that remove section, you will see happy Makar Sankranti remove from the home page. And if you again come here into your this section, you will see that this tile which we created, it is no longer coming into your this section, right? So like this, team, what I said to you, I mean that you can completely customize, not customize, you can completely configure your home page whatever you want. You can display whatever you do not want, you can remove it. So in this case, you can have it all these section. So you can see happy Makar Sankranti, and then from happy Makar Sankranti, so again, let's suppose if you want to add this, so you can come here and click into your add section, and again you will see it has added up here. So you can see all the other detail also. Similarly, it's like, if you want to remove your any of these other information, so you can always go ahead and do that. So that's the reason I told you that you can completely configure your home page that we have it here. So that was your another change that we have just seen. Let's see some of the more detail that we can do into your tile section. So again, if I come here into my admin section center, and from admin center, I will again click into my company setting. Into company setting, again, I will come here into my manage home page, which is here. If I click into your manage home page, let's see if some another changes and detail which we going to see into your this section. And so your another detail that which will be here, so you will see into your this Makar Sankranti which is coming into this section. And then, team, you can also see that the moment you click into your this section, you can see there is an arrow. Now if you remember my tile, it was coming completely down, right? So let's suppose see this, because you have created for the Makar Sankranti and you want this tile to appear on the top, because everybody should know in the organization that your MD and other people, they care about their employee, right? So what I'm going to do, I am going to shift my this tile to up. So here, so wherever you actually want to place your this particular tile, you can see this whole up and down which is coming up here. You can actually select your all these section into your this detail. So wherever you want to place it here, let's suppose I want to place it after my team. So I will click into your this section, and you can see this has come up here after my team detail which I have it. And now I'm going to save your this section. So save your this whole changes that you have done it here and reset it for everybody. So the moment you reset it for everybody, it's going to change for all these people that you have it here. Then again, if I come into your this section team, if I come into my home page, so again you will see into your home page, this is coming into your after your team that we have it, right? So you can see here, like this, you can do all your this section and everything that you have it here. Now in this case team, you will also have to make adjustment to your picture that we have it here, because you can see it is though the tile is looking good, but you can see it's like that the picture and everything, it is you will have to bit make it a smaller, because it just not at all looking, I mean, you can make it out, right? It is actually missing from this section also, and it is missing from this section also. And then you can also make it a bit space into your this section also, right? This looks like it's going into one line and everything, so it's always better to make it much more presentable. So here you should always leave a space. So wherever we have just defined your text and everything, in that case, you can make it a more, you can give it a space, and you can actually go ahead and do your this particular detail. Now team, let's see some of the more detail which we will see into your home page. So again, if we come here into your this section, and again if I come here into your manage home page, so in your manage home page.
Ashish, quick question here.
Right.
We changed the order of the tiles on the home page, right?
Yes.
So, can we do it for a certain group of users, or it is applicable to everybody?
Okay, now the first of all, Siddharth, that you are working as an administrator, which means after 2 months, this 2 month time that we're going to spend together, you will be a doctor for success factor, right? So you are going to do it for everybody,
Okay.
because all these changes that you are doing, that it will be for everybody. That's the one thing. Second answer to your question, it is, if you remember yesterday, we when I was creating this Makar Sankranti, there was an option, it came that
For a group.
whom, yes, to whom you want to assign that. So all those
Okay.
people who will be assigned into your this section, so only those people, they will be able to see this, not everybody.
I understand. I understand.
Yes. Then
Thanks.
all right. So again, team, if you want to bring it down here, so you can always bring your this arrow key down, and wherever you want to do that here. So I'm going to bring it down, because I don't want my other tiles to get disturbed, because maximum it's like we're going to use all these tile. So as we go ahead with the further module, so all these tile which will be required. So I do not want any disturbance into your this detail. So I'm going to bring it down. Okay. So then and another detail, it is like, if you see here, you also have it, all those people who are assigned, you have to set it to all the user. If you only save it, in that case, this changes is going to work only for you and not for everybody. Then another detail, team, if you remember, I removed this tile from my home page. And I created this tile, and I have shown this to all three of you. But Siddharth, what he has done it, he has gone ahead and he has removed this tile from the his home page. Now, as an organization, I don't want Siddharth to remove this tile from his home page. So what I'm going to do, you can see this remove by user, right? I am going to block this. I'm going to block this, and I'm going to say user cannot remove this tile from this home page, because this is something important. They should see what their MD and everybody they are wishing. Otherwise, tomorrow Siddharth will come and complain that the organization does not care about him. So in that case, I want this tile to be compulsory to be shown into your home page that you have it. Now since I have moved my tile down, so again it has come here, and let's see if I can remove this tile or not. So again, if I come here and click into my add remove tile, And into your add remove tile team, if I click into your this section, which is your the style that we have it here, you can see this style cannot be removed, right? So you cannot remove your this style that we have it here. So that was your another change that we have seen into your how you can actually work on your home page and everything. So I'm gonna like team your to do tile, which is something which is very important, your goal tile, which is something very important. It should not happen, you remove all these tile and you make it absolutely blank, because in this case, you will never get to know what your MD has passed on certain communication to the team member and everything, right? So in that case, they will always have the certain tile which should be mandatory into the system. There are some more detailed team into your introduction to mastery. And again, if I come here into my admin center, and again into your admin center, when we come into your this section that we have it here, so here we're going to see your company setting, and into your company, setting, we're going to come into your manage your home page. And into your manage homepage, we're going to come into your this section, which is the tile that we have created. So we talked about that what is the meaning of custom, we talked about what is this arrow means. This is a date you can see here, right? If you remember the date that we assigned from this detail to this time, and then we also made it here as a not removable. In this case, I'm going to make it as a removable by user. This section team, you can see your large and your whatever the tile size that you have selected is going to come here, which is your large size and medium size and the small size that you have it here. So in that case, it's edit section, we have been using it so far. What is this edit section? So this is all these detail that you can do into your manage style that you have it here. Apart from this team, you can also see there, see we have been working on into the default section so far, right? And into your this default section, you can see there are some more tab which is available, right? Which is available, and the not in use tab that we have it here. Let's assume your Makar Sankranti is over now. Now obviously it is over because that happens to fall on 14th, right? And I think in south, they celebrated 14, 15, and they celebrate 3 days completely Makar Sankranti. And I think in the north side, they celebrate it, and including Punjab and everything, it's like, they celebrate it only for one day, but in south they celebrate it for completely 3 days. So in this case, let's assume that this whole Makar Sankranti is over. So what you can do, you can move this style into your not in use. So you can move this style into your not in use, you can save this, and you can reset all these detail. And after you have moved this tile, and let me also remove this tile also team, because this date is almost over. You can see this is no longer into following, this is for April month that we created, right? So this is no longer available, so I'm going to move it into not in use, because this is for some another batch, some we have actually done it here. Then, so you, the moment you use your tile into your not in use, so you can see your tile will start coming into your this section. So where it is Makar, so here we have it here for the Makar Sankranti, and you can see your all these detail and everything, it is coming up here for your Makar Sankranti that we have it here. One thing team, the moment you will move your tile into your not in use, it will disappear from your home page that you have it here. So let me show that to you. So if we come here into your home page, and into your home page, this tile is going to disappear from your screen that we have it here. So you can see it is no longer appearing into your this section. Okay, team, just give me 1 minute's time. Let me drink some water. All right. Now let's assume that since you have been working into this organization from last couple of years, all three of you, and since you're working in as an administrator, all of you, in this case, your it's like, next year again when you will be there into the company, and when this 14th of January is going to come, your MD will again come to you and they will ask you to create a tile for 2019 and again wish to employ. So rather than creating a new tile, so in this case, what you can do, this is your manage home page. So rather than team creating a new tile, what you can do, you can come here not in use, you can select your this style, you can make the changes into your some date and message and picture, and you can again bring it as a default tile, right? So no point creating a new tile, but then it is completely your choice team. If you want to delete it, you can go ahead and delete it, and then if you want to, after deleting it, if you want to create a new tile every year, so you can actually go ahead. But then rather than see, this is what I actually do that, because generally, I don't delete it, I move it into not in use, and whenever, which is actually available, so I move it. So see, now here, if you see that, into your, let's assume 2019 has come team, and again your MD has come to you, and he has said it's like, you have to create this style. Now here you can see there is no edit option and nothing that which is coming up here, right? So how am I going to do that? I am going to move this to available now, which is your this box, which is your this tab that we have it here. And here you can see all your this section has come up here. And now you can see your, now it is open for all editing and everything that you have it here. Again, you can go ahead and whatever changes and everything, date change, and but by the way, it's like, all, most of the not most of the Indian, in fact all the Indian festival you have it, they fall it on the fixed date. So you will, no, maybe the date changes will not be required, but or you can change your, employee should not feel like, it is a cut copy paste from the last year tile. So you should always make some changes into your this detail and everything. And then here also, now how do I make it a space team? If you remember this too, it was coming into the same, right? So you just come here and click your into your this section, and then again you can save this. So you will see your, this is space change which was coming, and this, you'll also have to work on the picture team, so that you can actually go ahead and create all these picture that we have it here. And I think rest all these everything, it is fine. So I will go ahead and save this. Okay, now the issue which is, I am not sure team what has actually gone wrong, but you can see, whatever the changes which I'm doing it here, it is not saving it anything. But earlier it never used to happen like this, because it just only with this one, which I'm realizing that it is not saving anything here. So I will have to remove this some picture, and again I think that I'm not sure what is the logic behind, what they have it here into your this section, and why it is only taking with the image detail. So here I have done it here, and I have saved this. And again, if I come into your, hopefully I have moved my this style into your, so if I come into your this section, manage home page, so hopefully that, once you are done with all the changes from your available, where that tile has gone. Okay, I did not save it, right? Your Makar Sankranti from your available. So when you come into your available, then move it to your default section and save it. You will again start seeing your tile. It will start appearing to your home page that we have it here. So here team, you will start seeing your this tile, which is, it will start coming to your home page. Now you can see there is a space which is coming up here. So like this team, you will have to, make use of all your font and everything, ensure it that it is actually proper and everything. So it should not happen, it should look, give, odd looks and everything. So in that case, like this one is looking a bit odd, because you can see a picture is going somewhere, out of your, it's not coming into the complete. So you'll have to work on all your this section and detail that we have it here. So this is how you can create your all these styles and everything that we have it here. Okay, now let's go ahead further team, apart from your this style and everything that we have it here. And so we will go ahead and see some. Okay, now Shiva is asking some question, which is tiles can be custom dynamic based on the date and year from the, well, dynamic base, Shiva, I don't think so that they have it here as a dynamic base, but let's just check it out. They had it here as a very fixed date, which is coming up. This, okay, you have the only two option, which is, all the date or only the certain date. So if you have it, so year on year, it's like, which is not going to come. So that's something, maybe, I'm sure the success factor, the team would have been actually working on such requirements. So if you, because most of the Indian festival, they just fall on the same date, right? It just, the year has to change. So in that case, it's a, okay, no, I'm sorry. Most of the Indian festival, they have a fixed date. Okay, I hope team, you people know what is fixed date and what is a flexible date. You have it here, right? Does anybody knows what is a fixed date and a flexible date that we I am actually referring to? Right. So all those people who are coming from SAP, R3 background, they will, and those people who are from the HCM background, they will know what is a fixed date and, what is a variable date, which I'm actually talking about. Let me tell you, see, like for example, Makar Sankranti is a fixed date. What is a variable date? Variable date, I mean by, like for example, if you go to Australia, US, or UK, in that case, they have a many festival like this. What they will do, let's suppose in UK they celebrate a Boxing Day. So, and this Boxing Day, it comes to be as a in month of October, and they literally declare it as a national holiday on that day. So what these people they do, it's like, they will say third week of October on Friday. So in that case, you can see it's like, neither your date is fixed, the only thing which is fixed, which is Friday. So in that case, whatever the date which is going to come here, which will be in month of October. So third week of October, which will be there on the, and third week of October, which you can see 1, 2, 3, right? So this is your third week, and this Friday, which is falling into 19. So someday it will fall into 19, someday it will have some another date. So these are the variable date which I'm talking about. So this is how actually they define it. But most of the Indian festival, it's like, whether it is Diwali, Dashera, or any festival they have it, it has a, it will not have the same date, but because of the Panchananga and everything, they come with a fixed date, that this is a date is going to fall into, right? So this is what I mean by that Indians have a fixed holiday that we have it here. So all right. So now it is right. So let's see teams what some more changes that we have it here, and we're going to discuss into your some another topic. So again, if I come back to my admin center, and from admin center, what we're going to do, we're going to select your further detail, which is going to come into your admin center. And in this admin center, okay. Now you have seen, team, that many times, I have come here and I have actually come into your company setting, and I was clicking into your the section which was a, clicking your manage homepage. So we will talk about this favorite section here. So in this case, what you can do. So here it is like, let's suppose if you so you see it's like, that was just almost like, spending your time, right? So in this section, what you can do, team, you can actually select all your manage your home page, and you can see there's a star sign, right? You can actually select this. It will become a bit darker in color, but after this, you will see automatically it will come into your favorite section, and if you click from here, you will directly be navigated to your home page, sorry, to your manage homepage that we have it here. You can see your this section which has already started coming to your that we have it here, right? So like this, you can actually have it here, all these add it to your favorite and everything, and you can actually go. Let me show you some more example. Let me show you from this compensation. So again, if I come here into compensation, you can see wherever I bring my mouse, it is just taking up into your this section, right? So again, if I select your this section, you will see it has added up here. And one thing more, team, the moment you add something your to your favorite, and if I come here into my home page, from your home page also, you will see your favorite section is coming up, right? So you can see these two detail which I added, right? So you don't need to go to your admin center. From your home page only, you can click into your this section, and it will directly take you to your manage home page, what we were using this for, creating your tiles and everything that we have used your this section, and that we have it here. Now, if you want to remove this, so in this case, you just have to come here. Either you open up the particular node and remove it from here. So like if you click it from here also, it will go away. No, it has it, yeah, now you can see it has gone away. Or maybe you can just directly come here and you can click it. It will remove your favorite section that you have it here. Now that's something, it's like, when people they have it, they want to add something to your favorite. So this is just like, your R3, your favorite, that you add all the this those section and everything. Now this section team that we have it here, which is a tool search, this is actually a very important section. And personally, even I also use this most of the time because of this tool search and everything that we have it here. So in your this tool search that we have it here in your this section. So if you remember the the whole this detail that we had it here, which is a manage homepage. Now let's suppose I am new to SuccessFactor and I don't remember where was a manage homepage. So I don't remember this, that it was into the company setting, and then where I have to click it here, you can see company setting has a lot of information, right? So I am not able to figure it out. Where is my manage homepage? So I can use this tool search and I can type it here as a manage. So you have it here as a manage and you can.
Actually, quick one here. Sorry, quick one here.
Mhm.
So, since this favorite part, is it just limited to admin center, or the users or any hyperlink can be added to favorites? Is it?
Well, see this favorite part, if you're talking about the end user will not have an access to admin center.
I understand. I understand that bit. So in that case, whatever links or tiles he has, whatever options are available, he can just go to one of the hyperlinks and whichever is available to him, right? Of course, not admin center. So
Yes.
he has the regular holiday, etc. Makar Sankranti. He can make that as uh, favorite.
No, but in this case, he does not require a favorite option, right? End user will not see, only the administrator people who will be working as an administrator, they only require this favorite section, right? End user will only have this option. See, if they're working on performance section, when their template will be launched to them, so they will come here into the template, they will open their template from here, they will fill this section, it will go to the manager will do all these things, so nowhere they require this favorite, right? So in this case, your favorite section, it will not be there for your your end user. So probably you don't need to assign this style to the end user. So in this case, see why they will have this shortcuts, right? They don't need any shortcuts, isn't it? Because if they were working into see, if a person is working into compensation, he will have only access to compensation. He will not have an access to goal and performance and another section, right? This is a demo section team. That is the reason you can see so many other detail that you have it here. See, like for example, you are working into your SAP R3 system. You are working on your, let's assume your payroll. So do you think you will have an access to your travel management also? You will not have an access.
No, no.
So same
Yeah,
thing.
that will be depend upon the authorization objects or
Yes.
authorizations given.
Right. So that will be completely depends upon the authorization, what authorization that they have given to you into the system. So same thing, it follows your here also and into your authorization and everything, which you will have to take care of it. Your this section that we have it here. Okay. Now tool search team, which is something which I personally use a lot of your tool search that we have it here. So in this case, it's like you can use all your tool search and everything that we have it here. And in your okay, now since we just talk about the authorization, so in that case, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover it tomorrow, your authorization only. Since we just came upon this topic, so well anyway, I was to cover some authorization into some other day, but since we just came across this topic, so I will cover your authorization into tomorrow's section, and we're going to see how we can actually go ahead and do all these authorization and what access has to be given to whom. That's something which we will discuss. Okay, let's come back to your tool search. And in your tool search, let's suppose we have it your this node, if you remember, manage homepage. So what I'm going to do here, team, I'm going to type it here as a manage. The moment you will type it here as a manage, you can see all these, node that you have it here, which is coming up here as a manage, right? So you can select it from, but you can see there are too many node which is coming, right? So if you remember home also, so you will see it will give you the home, manage homepage. Or maybe let's suppose if you don't remember manage, you just type it here as a home. Let's see what is, so you can see your manage homepage again, it is coming up, right? Or if you don't remember your home also, if you just type it your page, you can see. So if you just type it, there's a lot of manage home pages coming here. No, I don't see that it's coming into your manage home page. No, it's not coming up. I think it will read your first and the second word here, but it will not read your the last the word that you have it here. It's not going to read into, or maybe let me just type it with the capital word here, page. Yeah, it's not showing up. So this is how, team, you can actually go ahead and do all your tool search. Now this, I use a lot, and I think majority of people, it's like, they use this tool search. We actually call this as a power search, because it gives you, and you will also team that, when you will go ahead, because it's almost like 2 months, will, and there will be, we're going to cover various module, right? 6 module. Okay, team. I think your batch asked me yesterday to about the JD and everything, right? I told you to remind me before I start this session. I think Kishore asked me that, right? That he wanted to see those, that topic and everything. That okay. So can somebody just remind me, team, yesterday? Sorry, tomorrow. So I can show you all the. Let me write it down here, because otherwise you will also forget. I will also forget. So I've just written Kishore. So I just completely forgot, Kishore, that I was to cover this topic that you asked me yesterday. Otherwise, I would have actually touched this topic. But since nobody, even from the batch, also they reminded me about this detail. So tomorrow, the first thing what I will do, I will show you all these topic and everything, and then we're going to go ahead. We're going to start with another detail. Okay, let me come back to your tool search again. Um, Team, do you people have any question, or should I stop it and take your question, or do you want me to come?
So Ashish, we keep moving, we keep making these changes, right?
Yes,
And probably what I'm assuming, like since we don't know how the landscape, etc., is set up in success factors, if we make a change, does it immediately, of course, it will not reflect in production, right? We will have to move changes from a development environment to, there must be some terminology here as well, right? In
yes,
success factors.
yes, yes. We do have Siddharth. That's very true. But as I told you, that introduction to mastery, it's a very long topic that we have it here. So, whenever this topic is going to come, so we will certainly cover your, that how we move from
But
one system to
but
another.
we have transports, etc., so things like that, like which will help
Yes,
us move that.
yes, which will help you.
Oh, oh, fair enough. So whenever you think it's fine, you schedule it according to whatever
Yes.
what you've planned.
Yes,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
it will be actually difficult, Siddharth, to cover all the topic at on the 1 and 2 days, right? So you
I
can,
understand. I completely understand.
yes, you can just see, it's like, to cover your manage your homepage, it has taken me complete 2 days. So I mean that long, certain topics are, and also you would like to see all the section into your, or the topic that we are covering into, right? I just can't cover half of it, and and then say to you, you do that of your half of your own. So it will take some time, so just have some patience, and and it will, all those topic, it will be done then. Right, any other question, team? So tool search I have not completed, but that's something which I will again start this tool search tomorrow, and then I will come into your topic section that we have it here. But since this is the time for your question and answer, team, so let me know your question and answer if you people have any. Team, you can also use a chat option, Kishore and Shiv. Now Shiva is very good into writing, and I really appreciate, there's is a skill for writing, that he has it, because to be honest, I don't have, so much of good writing skill, in me, because he writes pretty long text, and he just posted into your this section. So that's something which is very good. Okay, Shiva and Kishore, any question? No question. Okay, so all right. Okay, I hope Kishore you are able to hear me, right? Okay, video, yesterday video. Kishore, I have shared the yesterday video with other two team member, but since your ID it was showing up a Yahoo ID, so in that case, it has not gone to you. So what I will do, I after this session, I will share on the Gmail ID which you have shared with me, and then you will also get a lot of documentation and everything. And apart from this, Ashish, can we please have a session? Okay, now session one, I don't have team with me because that was a recording which was done by the center. So you will have to speak to the center to share that recording with you. So that point of time, they did not share the this recording option with me. So that time, the center, so I can only share it from yesterday session. So that's something which I've shared it, Siddharth. But other session, I don't have the recording with me, the first session that we took it. So that recording I don't have with me. So maybe touch base with your center. In that case, they will give it to you. Okay, then what is this question?
Okay, Ashish.
Ashish, we will be starting introduction to mastery from tomorrow's session. Now, Shiva, what is this question? We are already doing introduction to mastery. Now, this is unexpected, Shiva. Oh, what topic we are doing, Shiva? You can see we are doing introduction to mastery only, right? Shiva, it is my confused. I'm still thinking overall. Oh, right. No center will be so good. They will let you to attend a demo session for 3-4 days. So you have to register and you have to go ahead. The first demo team that we, took it, I think that was a demo. And after that, the first session that you had it, that was the actual live session that we were doing it. It wasn't a demo on the second day. So since then, it's like, we have been continuing with your introduction to mastery. So I hope now all the confusion it is gone. We are so as we move on, Shiva. So in that case, like for example, next module which I will start it here. So I will also write it here into the tab, which will be your another module that we're going to start it here. So like this, there will be no confusion into this. All right. So
Uh, Ashish Shiva here.
yes,
Sorry, yeah.
no
So
problem.
basically, I got confused. Why? Because when we start any session, right,
Hmm.
we'll be doing overall introduction of the session. So since uh, we are talking about this introduction to mastery from last 4 days, but I even did not get the overall content of this introduction to mastery. So when you start tomorrow sessions, right? Can
Hmm.
you just overall just give the overall demo of
Sure.
this introduction to mastery purpose?
No problem, Shiva. I will certainly do that. So tomorrow, the first thing which I'm going to do, I am going to start with the topic, and then we will take it
Okay,
forward with that. All right.
okay,
Chala. Yeah.
thank you.
Okay then. Right. Any other question, team, before I close the session for today? All right, team. So we will again meet the same time tomorrow then. Okay then.
Thanks, Ashish.
All right, Siddharth.
Yeah, you take care, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you too. Yeah. Bye, Kishore.